Death Talk, episode 30. You're listening to the best podcast, the number one rated podcast, and the award-winning podcast covering Deathwish Inc.
How long can this go on? You saying the number one podcast and we all laugh? Why don't
I'm
we just
pretty
say
sure
as long as
it's
we're number
Deathwish?
one.
I guess until we get sued for saying that. I don't know if you're not legally
sued for
not.
that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Cool.
We'll find out when it happens.
Well,
Yo, if we get sued, just hit me up. I'm taking a business law class. I'll help you guys out.
we're
What
definitely
kind of tort is that?
I don't know. Got a 64 on that test.
we're definitely
all week.
we're definitely
really?
the number
Yeah, I
one
wanna talk about
podcast covering Deathwish Inc.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think we're the only one, unless someone started their own. Which feel free.
Hey, go listen to all the old podcasts. Like under our channel, there's a bunch of all cool content from 2006 and stuff.
Yeah,
So if you listen to our stuff, you should listen to the old stuff too.
It's all in there.
A lot of really great episodes. There's some
Yeah.
cool interviews like Cold World and Shipwreck and Blacklisted from back in the day.
Mark, pumping the feed. Check the feed out.
I'm just saying, I used to listen to those and they're still there and they're still really cool. So
I used to listen to them too.
check it out.
It was,
Cool. Before we get to the news, I gotta introduce everyone. Caleb, you're wiping your nose right now. Do you have a little cold?
Yeah.
You doing all right?
I'm
Caleb
fine.
always has a cold.
What?
No, my allergies have been real fucked lately. I don't know.
Go anywhere with Caleb. Go to the bathroom and blow his
Yeah,
nose.
you've been a little.
You want me to blow it in front of you? Like it's gross.
I love it.
All right.
Okay. Caleb, what kind of seltzer are you drinking there?
We got cranberry lime.
What company makes that?
A little company called Polar.
Shout out to Polar. We're almost out.
We need more.
Need a restock.
ASAP.
Great. Mark, hello.
Hi.
Mark has got his long sleeve on today.
Marky long sleeves.
Marky long sleeves.
That's me, MLS. Major League Soccer and Marky Longsleeve. Let's do it!
Very good. And Chris, it is absolutely cold, rainy. It's just a terrible day. Would it be considered a miserable day today?
No. I'm real happy about the outside.
I figured you'd like it. You'd like it. Well, glad you could join us on this miserable day, Chris.
Thank you. It's
All right.
good to be here.
Well, we have some things to talk about as usual, and I'm going to send it over to my coworker, Mark Conley.
Your esteemed colleague?
Esteemed
Esteemed.
esteemed colleague, Mark Conley. Mark, can you tell us about the news?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
I should just say no one of these times. But, so, what we can talk about is, are we going to talk about, I didn't see on the discussions, but are we going to recap the Halloween party?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
cool.
happens when you don't have Google Docs on your
I
phone.
actually do have it, and I should take that out. But I'll read the news from right here.
Why don't you read the news first?
Cool, so,
You son
What
of
are you laughing
you
at?
son of a bitch.
well, I was just going to say, because the day before Halloween was October 30th, and two Deathwish releases came out that day. So I was going to talk about the Halloween party, but we'll talk about that later.
All right.
So Birds and Row, their new album, Personal War, is out everywhere now. You can listen to it everywhere that you want to listen to it. It's going to be there. So the CDs are going to be in storage. You can get CDs and vinyl from us on our store. The vinyl will be coming in the next few weeks. We just got word that it's finished being made. So the vinyl will just be a little bit longer.
Yeah, the band actually just picked them up on tour. So if you're going to one of their shows in Europe, you can. They picked them up at the plant. So
There you
they're going to have them before us. But if you see them on tour, you can go buy a record.
Awesome. Yeah, so, Birds and Row Personal War is out now, and just go check it out, because it's really good. And also, same day, the White Jazz Lies 7-inch we've been talking about, Split, that's also out now. You can listen to it, Apple Music, Spotify, the preferred streaming service, RDO.
Oh, get out of here with that. Stop pumping audio.
Someone's gotta. And, so listen to that, because it's really cool. We still have a few colors available, some t-shirt designs in our store. So get on it. Next, we can talk about Coliseum released a video for the song Come Down from Anxiety's Kiss, which was released earlier this year. Really cool video. It's definitely a change of pace and very interesting. Coliseum's real cool with their...
It's Mad Max style.
Yeah, they're always cool with their visual aspects to their art, if you will. So you should check it out. It's really cool. It's on our YouTube page now.
I will put a link in the show notes.
Oh, thanks so much, Rich.
Has anyone seen our show notes lately? They look fabulous.
They do.
Are you lying to me? Have you looked at them?
They look great.
I've been working real hard on those show notes.
Especially via the Overcast app. They look awesome.
Are you sponsored?
No, but
okay.
Everyone should use Overcast.
I didn't know.
Awesome.
Okay, all right. I mean, you're just dropping. I didn't know if you had something on the side. You know?
I don't know. Maybe someday. Shout out to Marco, even though fuck your ideas on Weezer, because you suck with thinking about Weezer. That sucked. That made me legitimately angry. I think we already talked about that.
What are you referencing? The Marco Arment podcast, Top 4?
Yes, I am. And
where he lists Weezer songs?
It was like the worst Weezer singles, but he was just straight up wrong. Because all of the new songs he was saying was good. And he was like shitting on old... Whatever. I could talk about it for an hour. So the Coliseum video, come down. Watch it. Next. Converge, Thousands of Miles Between Us.
Shit.
Triple disc Blu-ray. It's going to come out 11/27, November 27th.
Get ready.
That's also Black Friday.
And
there will be copies in every Best Buy.
I was just about to say that because do you remember on a previous podcast where I said people would be lining up at Best Buy to go buying this? We just got word recently that I think every Best Buy store is going to have the Blu-ray on street date.
There we go.
There we go. So, Caleb?
I'll be there. Book
exactly. Exactly, because you ain't getting a promo copy.
What?
So, no, not at all.
Yo, those are super shiny. I want one.
They look real good. Mark.
Make sure to pre-order Converge Thousands of Miles Between Us. Either you can pre-order
or go to
from
Best
us,
Buy.
or go to Best Buy, or plenty of other stores will have them. So, yeah, either get them from us, or there's still are there still box sets available from Kings Road?
I kind of doubt it. I don't know, though.
Regardless, get the Blu-ray. We have a lot of different kinds of merch designs on our store, including Converge sweatpants. You've been waiting years for this shit, and it's finally here.
I think this is the first pair of we have to confirm that on next episode of Death Talk.
Yeah.
We'll have a special guest.
How are we going to confirm that, Rich?
I guess we'll just say it now while we're talking about the Blu-ray, right?
Sure.
Jake will be on the next episode of the podcast. We're going to talk about
2 weeks.
Yeah. We're going to release it actually a day early because we usually release these podcasts on Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving. We only release the podcast on Thanksgiving once a year on Thursdays. But Thursday is actually Thanksgiving. So we're going to release it on Wednesday of that week in 2 weeks. And Jake will be on it. We're going to talk about the Blu-ray.
There we go.
And, yeah.
So make sure to listen next week. Listen to Jake talk about the release.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Sorry.
We're a bi-weekly podcast.
I'm aware. And yeah, you can. We didn't talk about this either, but you can also digitally pre-order the feature set from the Union Transfer 2012 tour from Converge. It's a full headlining set of theirs. And speaking of that set from the Union Transfer, we're going to be having a midnight screening of that this Saturday on November 14th at the Coolidge Corner Theater in Brookline. Tickets are still available, but there aren't that many left. So we have them for sale on our site for $12, and that comes with an 18 by 24 screen printed poster of the poster for the event. And you won't want to miss it because it's going to be cool as shit. And also, all the dudes in the band are going to be doing a Q&A before the screening, so it's something you won't want to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm hosting the Q&A.
Are you really?
Get ready.
Are you?
No.
Oh. I thought you might. I mean,
cool joke, Caleb.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all believed you. Awesome.
This will...
I'm just going to go blow my nose.
So, yeah, there's not very many tickets left, so go to our store, deathwishinc.com, if you want to buy one.
Yep.
You should definitely purchase them ahead of time.
Yes.
Because it's probably going to sell out. So if you wait till the day of.
You won't want to miss it because it's not going to happen again.
I think it was 200 cap room, 217, something like that. So it's going to be tight.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for the news. And yeah, that's it.
Cool. Thanks, Mark, for the news.
Check out the corresponding links in the show notes done by yours truly,
one and only
Mark Connolly, designing.
Get out of
show
here.
Notes.
It's good to take pride in your work, you know.
Yeah.
So,
wow, are you guys hungry? I should have eaten lunch before this.
I'm starving, actually.
Yeah.
The Halloween event happened. Were you guys there?
Yes.
Yes, everyone was there. Caleb, you were like the event coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
You were also dressed up as a nerd.
No, not quite.
Oh, that's not where you were?
No, it was Dean Venture. We
You
went
just-
over this so many times.
You just look like a big dork with a vest on.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure if that's a character or
I'm
not.
pretty
but-
sure I look pretty slick. I mean,
All right.
you look like a dork most days, so.
True story.
Oh,
True story.
shit.
Everyone have a good time?
I did.
What was your favorite part of the event?
Probably the Nintendo that I didn't get to play.
I saw it was getting pretty wild in there.
Yeah, there was a Power Ranger in there all day.
Not someone dressed as a Power Ranger.
No.
A Power Ranger.
An actual one. Yeah, so that was fun. I like the donuts. That was my
Oh, yeah.
favorite
Donuts
part.
were good.
I got some cookies from Sabretooth. I don't know, it was all good. The coffee was great.
Coffee was great.
We got that Deathwish coffee.
Yeah, we should say that too. The both kinds of coffees that we have made from Atomic up the street from us is for sale on our site. So we haven't been able to talk about that. So you should
Oh yeah.
buy some bags if you want some coffee.
There's a lighter roast, and Caleb, you went to go taste it, right?
Yes, so the light blend, we made our own little special concoction. We went.
Very nice.
They
I had some at the event.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, it was delicious.
I've been drinking it every
I'm
morning.
glad you guys like it.
Oh, Mark's been going hard on that
Yeah,
coffee.
I bought that shit from us, and it's real good.
Freshly ground.
Freshly ground.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they laid like a bunch of different blends out, and then Trey and I went over and we tried a bunch, and we told them what we liked, and then they went from that they made a combination of the two we liked the most, and
A
then,
blend?
Yes, a blend of those two. And then we went in the following week, and they had like 3 different versions of that blend, like a 30-70, 50-50, and then 30-70 the other way.
For people like I who just use K-cups, what does that actually mean?
Well, like it's just like different you roast the beans longer, you get the beans from
okay.
different places. Like the light blend is from Ethiopia and somewhere else, and the dark blend is from other places. Like, just different tastes.
I actually now that we have like a nice coffee, I actually really want to get like a good coffee maker.
You should. It's
Like-
good. It actually makes a difference. Like,
Yeah.
I'm no coffee dude. I don't know much about coffee, but like you can definitely taste the difference.
Mark knows a ton about coffee.
I don't. I wish I did. I'm still learning.
You're all hopped up.
Yeah, I'm
I've
pretty
ne-
hopped up.
Speaking of which, I've never seen Trey more excited than the first day we tested
Trey
the
loves coffee.
Yeah,
It's one of his favorite things.
We each had like 20 cups, and then as we left, he was like, "All right, great, really excited." Blah.
20 cups, really?
Not 20. I'm exaggerating.
I was
When
gonna
you
say-
came back from the event, I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
there was something wrong with
I
you.
know.
I thought
I was shaking.
I was gonna have to like tie you down to like a chair to like just to make sure you like didn't move.
Well, I had 4 cups of coffee at my house at the beginning of the day, and then we went there and
4
I had more.
cups?
Yeah.
like in the morning, like before you come to work.
Yeah.
You just
Yo, that's his daily shit.
are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, it's not good.
That's why you're a fucking weirdo when
I'm
you
always
get here.
tired,
Wow, that's going. That's
Addiction's
going
I
on.
haven't
real.
done more than 2 cups.
You will someday, and it'll suck.
Well, the Halloween event was good.
Yeah, very happy. Thanks for anybody who came out.
Yes, and we might do one before the holidays. One more event.
Maybe
It was pretty good. Yeah, we're still talking about it. I don't know. We'll do it. Maybe.
It's like we'll see.
It's a good amount of work to get it all.
It's totally fine.
together.
Don't mind doing the work. It's just I don't want to do them too close together.
I see. You got to make it like a special event.
Whether or not we do it, just know that everyone should get excited for Chris is going to be dressed up as Santa. Everyone can sit on his lap.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm his elf.
Yeah.
For the people who didn't come, how
Obviously.
did the face painting go?
It didn't go. We just didn't have enough employees. So I had to work.
There was a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to work. So
I think we have to hire more people just so Chris can face paint.
maybe if someone didn't go to a wedding.
Let's talk
could've
about that, Mark.
Face painted.
Well, before you went to the wedding, actually, the whole Conley family stopped by here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
we
entire
And Mark
family.
didn't tell me they were here.
I was really excited to meet the
You were
youth.
really busy, actually. I didn't want
I
to
was
interrupt you.
busy, but I always got time for the
Also,
Connellys.
upstairs looked like a bomb went off, and I wasn't about to be like, hey, Mom and Dad, this is what I do every day. Look at this place. It's a fucking dump. They've seen upstairs when it was cleaner, but the day that they were here was terrible. So I just was
It's out of control.
not trying to bring them upstairs.
I was just really excited to see that the YouTube star Donna Conley in person.
This place is.
It is a nice little spot.
in the
Yeah.
flesh.
nice
There we
little spot.
Yeah, just to get Polar here, my brother had to pick it up from the Polar factory in Worcester, and then my parents picked it up from them, and then brought it here. So it was like an entire
And then-
Connolly family.
And then
production.
you had to leave early to go to a wedding
I did.
because you're always just doing fantastic, great things because you're Mark Conley. And this is
What's
what
funny?
you do.
You guys are like, oh, you've been to so many weddings. I just in the past 2 weeks, I got 2 more invitations to 2 different weddings this coming summer.
Because I'm told that you actually kill it at weddings.
I'm pretty good at weddings.
Like
I'm
the electric slide. You do the Macarena.
I actually don't know the electric slide, but I just get real goofy.
Yeah, you go.
I just dance a lot.
You go pretty hard at weddings.
Dancing is sick. This is so dumb, but I don't okay. There are not many times in my life where I feel better when I'm not dancing. That didn't make sense. When I'm dancing, I feel real fucking good. That first part did not make sense. But if there's like a good song on, I'm just like dancing. It's just like shit. You know what? Life's all right. Feeling good. Feeling happy. You know?
I saw Mark jump on the dance floor once, and then this older lady immediately came up to him and was like, "I think I love you." I saw the whole thing.
It's just what happens. If
you're gonna have a wedding, you should definitely invite Mark Conley to the wedding. You get it going.
Make the food be like sort of normal because I don't have an experienced palate. The food at the wedding I went to was too frou-frou. Sorry, Carrie and Derek. Frou-frou. But I'm not trying to eat like a pumpkin oil arugula walnut shit. Fuck that. Also, lobster ravioli. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, so great!" Straight up turned in my stomach. I'm just like, "Get out of here!"
Mark,
all I ate was bread.
Mark pulls out a can of SpaghettiOs out of his pocket.
Yeah, fuck SpaghettiOs. I don't like SpaghettiOs either.
So you had a good time at the wedding.
Yeah, to give you guys an idea of how fancy this wedding was, we took a shuttle bus from the hotel. My brother, I, and my girlfriend and Sean's girlfriend
fancy
stayed
Mark
at.
Conley event.
The hotel was not fancy at all because I had to pay for it. Wasn't it?
Best
fancy.
Western.
Was this a cruise wedding?
No, it was in Maine. It was just at this place called Hidden Pines. Really fancy. We got off the shuttle bus.
Shout out to Hidden Pines.
Yeah, shout out to Hidden Pines. I know you're listening. No, we got off the shuttle bus from the hotel with a bunch of other people from that hotel. And there are these people dressed in suits with like these trays, and they're like, "Excuse me, would you like some warm apple cider?" They had glasses for everyone of just warm apple cider.
Mark had corduroy pants on and a title fight long sleeve, by the way.
I had it on underneath my suit just to keep my roots in. No,
Stay true. You know,
I was awkwardly wearing a suit and tie. Whenever I wear a suit and tie, I feel like a little kid trying to dress like an adult.
Didn't you get a big stain on it too?
No.
Or was that was before and you had to get it dry cleaned? Because you were all weird about getting
Oh,
something.
yeah. When I went to the bat mitzvah, I had a suit jacket that I got a stain on. And I went to the dry cleaner for the first time. I didn't even know how that shit works.
Just drop it off to do it.
Shout out to Sam's Cleaners on Cabot Street. That woman is so cool. She's awesome. It's right next to Siam Delight.
All right.
Shout out to Siam Delight.
I know you're listening.
All right. I think we can stop shouting out local businesses.
I think so.
All right, actually, fuck both of you because shout outs make the world go round.
Oh, here we go. Well, Mark.
What?
Is that all you have to say about the wedding? Anything else you want
Where are you getting Mark?
Mark.
Yeah, I guess so. The wedding was cool. It was
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I don't know much else to say about it. There were apple cider donuts. My mouth is currently salivating thinking about them. Shout out to apple cider donuts.
We had those at the party too. They were great.
They were fantastic.
But were they warm?
No. You could hold it for a while, it'd get warm.
I'm really hungry, feeling dizzy right now. I should have eaten before this. Let's go to the next segment.
All right. I had something happen this weekend. Yeah. You guys familiar with fall?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. What's that?
It's when the leaves all fall down.
Fallout?
Okay.
Do you guys rake leaves ever?
No,
I did.
I just
Occasionally.
let them be. Who
You guys all
cares?
live in like apartments now, so.
Well, I used to have to rake leaves.
I live in a
My
house.
parents-
Okay. Do you have to rake the leaves there, or does someone take care of that for you?
We just don't rake the leaves.
Yeah, just let
So
them
you rent
stay there.
you rent a house, the whole house,
No, my friend owns the house. I just
and you
live
rent a
there.
room there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So you just don't rent. You don't rake the leaves.
No, I mean he owns the house, so why would I do it?
So he doesn't rake the leaves.
No.
Why not?
So the snow
I don't
goes on
know.
the leaves, and then in the spring, the leaves are just there, all wet and weird.
Yep.
Man, well, that's. I mean,
Again, it's not my house, so
it happened. That
I
happened.
can't.
That
I
happened
can't
one
really do
year.
much
That happened one
about
year
it.
to me, and raking leaves after like the winter, it's literally the worst. So I'm never gonna let that happen again. But anyways, I was raking the leaves. It took me all weekend, by the way. I don't have a very large yard, but it's a lot of work. Just bagging them up or whatever.
Okay. Do you use a leaf blower?
I told you about my leaf hack, right?
What?
You put a tarp down.
Yeah, you told me.
As the leaves start
I
to
didn't
fall.
really prepare for that, so.
Dude, you put a tarp down.
I have a lot
before-
of trees in my yard, though. The whole yard was
Can
filled.
I say the hack?
Can you let me finish?
All the listeners want to hear it.
Yeah.
All the New England listeners want to hear it. Right before the leaves start to fall, you put a tarp down, cover your lawn. All the leaves fall on the tarp. You roll up the tarp. Done. No raking.
That sounds
Are
like a good
tarps
plan.
the size of an entire yard?
You just have to have
Yeah.
multiple tarps.
You can have a few tarps, or
I wouldn't do that because that would just be, I don't want to say weird, but like my neighbors are like, why are you laying out tarps on the yard?
definitely weird. Doesn't look great, but fuck your neighbors.
You're right. Fuck my neighbors because this is what happened.
Why are all neighbors assholes?
So Megan and I raked all weekend. Like, I'm going to say 16 to 20 hours of raking all weekend. Like, a full day. Like, a full work day of raking. And we're just about finishing up the backyard. We go inside because we actually had to... I forget what we were doing. We went inside for a little bit.
You had to play
Did you
video
crack
games?
open a Coors Light?
No. I was sober the whole time raking.
This might have been a better experience if you were drunk.
He had cores in his Camelback.
Oh, you know what?
while
We left.
raking.
We had to go to the pet store to get some.
They don't sell
Some
Coors
food.
Light there, though.
No, for the animals, for our animals. But we come back, and the neighbor leaf blew their yard right back into my yard.
Oh, shit!
Yo,
What would
That's
you,
fucked up.
What would
That
you
is
do?
fucked.
What would you do in that
You're supposed to
situation?
leaf blow into, like, the street.
Into the center of the yard. Well,
Yeah,
at least,
and then
like...
rake that shit up.
Right.
Do you
Right.
get, like, a leaf pickup in the streets?
Yeah, we do.
They
We do.
Sweep that
My
up?
my family.
Wow.
My family's house. Their neighbors did the same thing.
So,
now they're dead,
I was relatively
so, you know.
annoyed, so I was like, this sucks. I gotta... It wasn't like a ton of leaves, but it was
Your
a good
yard
amount.
was done, and then they blew it
Yes.
on.
Yeah, that's fucked
just
up.
about done. It was a little bit more left, but that part of the yard was done.
That's why you tarp
That's
your
awful.
leaves. You walk over to their lawn, dump that shit on the fucking front porch.
So I was relatively like, this is kind of annoying. Like, what the hell, whatever. But Megan's like 5 feet of fury.
Good.
Like,
Yep.
she
Good.
was pissed. So while they weren't finished. So she goes over to that part of the yard, so where they can clearly see her, and she starts ferociously raking the leaves. Like, fuck you. Like, just pissed off raking the leaves.
Back into their yard?
Not back into their yard, which that would have been a total dickhead thing to do.
I would have done it.
But they already did a dickhead thing, so.
Yep. That's the only way to fight. You have to fight fire with fire.
So these neighbors, do you have any sort of relationship with them prior to
I've
this?
known them quite a while.
Are they all right people? Are they
Yeah,
dicks?
never had a problem.
Not anymore.
So just go over and be like, yo, why'd you do that?
Now it's on.
Got beef now.
Did you talk to them about it?
No,
they
I didn't really know how
knocked
to...
on that door.
No,
I
they
didn't-
just did passive aggressive
Well,
raking.
Yeah.
go over and be like, yo, you did this.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do in that situation. I'm a very non-confrontational person. You guys know this.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
maybe with your neighbors.
So I didn't know what to do.
Dude,
So you didn't do anything about it?
No,
you just,
not really.
Just left it?
I still have beef with this Worcester cop who he lived next to this woman's house that I used to shovel her driveway for, and he was snow blowing and blowing all the snow into her driveway, and I straight up like yelled at him because then he started like shoveling her driveway and taking my money too. It's just like, dude, just because you're a cop doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. It's like, get out of here,
Did you play the Rihanna song to him?
bitch, bad for my money.
Yeah.
If it was out 7 years ago, I would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my leaf
Yeah.
story. I know it wasn't that impressive. Not as much as like Mark going, bonkers on the dance floor. But, I didn't know. What would you do? Email us, deathtalk@deathwishinc.com.
No, email us your worst neighbor stories.
Yes, email
we
us
go.
your worst neighbor stories. We'll
The
read
best
them.
one gets a $500 gift card to the store.
That's not true at all. That's not true. It's not true at all.
No, the best one, we'll read it on air.
Yes.
It'll be good.
Yes. Email us. Be a part of the show. Guys.
I'm gonna grab my sandwich. Is that cool?
No.
No, we're
Why?
in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah, but
You're not going to eat a sandwich. What?
Are you excited for Facebook Music Stories?
Yeah.
Rich, I can't wait.
Do you even know what this is, Caleb?
I read the article.
Okay. Well, Facebook will be debuting music stories for iOS and better album and song discovery.
Wow, so cool.
Mark doesn't have Facebook.
I don't.
Would you guys share songs on Facebook?
Probably not.
Why?
Yo, YouTube exists. Just post the link. What's the difference?
Yeah, but this is right in the app.
Yeah, I just
Cool.
don't care, I guess. I don't know.
I don't really share anything on Facebook.
It's a 30-second clip of a song.
Yeah, I want to hear the whole song, you know?
And it will pull from services like Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify.
Most songs are just on YouTube. So people could just post that link and they can hear the whole thing and just wait 10 more seconds to load it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to leave Facebook.
That's,
God forbid you have to leave Facebook.
Mark, Mark's never on that shit.
I'm
But
hangry,
Mark's-
I'm sorry.
He's real mad about the sandwich.
he's hangry, yeah.
Yeah, I got a delicious PB waiting for me.
This doesn't do anything for you guys.
No, not at all. It's-
Okay, hold on.
First of all, it's a clip. Second of all, like,
Yeah.
why am I sharing songs on Facebook?
all right, I don't
care.
hate it
Yeah,
for the
I
solar...
mean-
Okay, what?
I don't share anything on Facebook, so why would I share music? Yeah.
I think it's cool because I don't think it's okay.
Chris
the
owns-
reason I do think it's cool is that just the idea that isn't there a link to buy it on there, and there's also links you can add it into your collection on Spotify and Apple Music, right?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
kind of cool.
promoting new music or people just listening to music in any way that's not just like downloading it for free is cool.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not, like, excited for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me personally, like,
I don't think it's exciting, but I think it's cool, especially
Yeah.
if people do use it.
Yeah. No, I think it's a cool thing because, like, they've started doing videos. Oh, they've been doing videos for like a couple of years now.
Yep.
And the growth for Facebook videos has been huge.
Really?
Like tons of views.
We
Like
get
it's
a
one of
lot
their
of-
biggest parts. Yeah.
We get a lot of views on like
Yeah,
our
like we
Facebook
upload
videos,
our
right?
music videos to Facebook. Sometimes they get more hits than YouTube.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be cool to post, like, you know, clips
yeah,
of,
listen
like,
to the song. Yeah. I think it's cool. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'll put a link in the show notes to the article about it, and
I feel like it'll be a handy little tool. Won't be anything super significant.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, though. What do I know?
true. It's everyone's most miserable part of the podcast.
Hold on, I have to.
glasses.
Yo, let's all do a collective sigh on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks.
It's tour time.
He's still not ready.
It's tour time with the one and only Miserable Chris.
He's miserable. He's got glasses. He's got a new haircut. It's tour time with Miserable Chris.
Cold World is playing with Gate Creeper, Destruction Unit, and a bunch more in Arizona on December 2nd at 51 West.
That's a cool show. That's pretty varied.
Yeah.
Good little mix.
Yeah. I like shows that are kind of strange lineups like that.
That's
You
cool.
know, a little bit for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Also, just a recap. Harm's Way starts their tour with Twitching Tongues, Malice at the Palace, and Homewrecker on Friday in Dallas, Texas. So definitely go out to that.
And there's a lot of shows going on now, too.
Code Orange starts their tour with Terror in 2 weeks. So
Okay.
that'll be great.
Okay. Birds and Rose on tour right
Birds in a
now.
Row.
All through Europe. Go check them out. They just got their records.
Vinyl.
They just got their
Just got
records.
that vinyl.
You should go see it.
Def Heaven's got
Bundle
like a
that-
week left of the tour Tribulation.
Yep.
I think Envy's not on it anymore.
We didn't even
but-
get to talk about that show.
Yeah, that show was sick. We all went to that show.
Yeah, Death Heaven, Envy, Tribulation.
Yep.
I was like nerding out during Envy.
I asked Rich where he was when I got to the show. I was like, yo, where are you? He's like, I'm up front getting so emotional.
Dude, Envy literally melts me. Like they give me tinglies all through my body. They're the best band ever in the world.
I'm just happy to know that you actually have emotions.
Yeah, that you feel something.
Oh
You
my
know,
god!
it's just-
You guys, you saw Envy.
That was my first time seeing Envy, and that was great. I saw like, I don't know, 75% of the set, and they were wicked good.
Oh my god, they were absolutely amazing. I've only seen them once before, It was a little while ago. They actually played with Touche and Trash Talk, which was it was an odd show, but yeah, they played and they were really good there. But this was like next level. Holy shit, it was so good.
Check out that new record.
And Death Heaven was wicked good. They're awesome.
Yeah, Death Heaven killed it.
Really good.
Did you guys like my photo?
Yeah, that was a good photo.
The fucking photo.
It was a good photo. I'm just saying, I'm not a photographer or anything, but I thought it was a pretty good photo.
It was cool.
It was all right.
Also impressive that their
1,500
set
likes?
was just pretty much like the new record. And
Yeah, they played that.
everyone
And they played a
was going wild.
couple Sunbather songs at the end.
Yeah,
At the end.
with
I thought that was
Kettle
an
into the
encore.
Quill.
Oh yeah. Cool. But yeah, go see Death Heaven because that's some next level shit.
True.
Chris, anything else?
That's it. You can get more info at deathwishinc.com/tours.
Oh, that website, bookmark it.
Yeah,
Book Mac.
it's good stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. So, Caleb, it's time for everyone's. Well, I don't know
Least
if it's everyone's
favorite
least
part.
favorite part of the show, where you make
Just
me
kidding.
watch a movie every time we do this podcast. And this week's movie was Unforgiven.
Sure was, Rich.
Just hold it right there. Hold it! Well, sir, you are a cowardly son of a bitch. You just shot an unarmed man. Well, he should have armed himself.
This week's Film School with Rich is brought to you by Caleb
Yep.
and the Deathwish store. Caleb, tell the kids what they can get this week.
Get that 10% off everything in the e-store with the coupon code UNFORGIVEN.
Use the code Unforgiven. Get 10% off your next order at store.deathwishinc.com. And live your life. Have a great time there.
Bundle your life.
Bundle it away. Bundle, bundle, bundle. Right, Mark?
Yep.
How many bundles?
3.
Wow, I was going to say 3 too.
It's crazy. It's like we're finishing each other's sandwiches.
Bundles.
Oh, bundles.
Great. So I watched the movie Unforgiven, Caleb,
You did.
because you made me.
Yeah.
Because you think you're much
Time to
smarter than I, so you make me watch
oh, yeah,
these
that's totally it. Yeah.
these movies.
It's time to give you a Western.
So, Caleb, what do you want to start with?
Well, first off, I just want to say Trey's very mad because I didn't give you Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And I didn't think that was a good one to start off with.
Wonder what's funny when you said last week you were going to give him a Western.
You
Like
thought
I
I
was
was going with
about,
that?
I thought you were going to say Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and I was ready to go. But I held back.
Yeah.
I don't know what that reference is, but
Oh, you'll find out. It's going to be on the podcast eventually.
okay.
But, yeah. I don't know. So, didn't do that one with Unforgiven. I figured it'd be a little more accessible for your first Western. But we'll see. What'd you think?
Let's see.
Where do I want to start? First, I want to start off with your just
You wanna start
like your general thoughts.
General thoughts.
And then we'll go from there. Because I don't think you dug it.
General thoughts. I don't want to say there was a lot of dialogue, but there's a lot to follow.
It's all dialogue.
No, I know it's all dialogue,
There's
but like
really-
it's not like an Aaron Sorkin thing where
No,
like you're
it's
like
not-
trying like they're
No, it's
speaking
not
really quick
fast-paced.
and
Everyone's
like
speaking
Yeah, it's
slowly.
not like that. It's not like that. But there was. I mean, the whole movie is dialogue, obviously, with a few action scenes thrown in there. Nothing too
Ish.
much. Yeah, nothing too much. I don't want to say the movie is an overall bore fest, but
You were pretty
it's a
bored?
pretty boring movie. Yeah, no, I wasn't bored particularly because I know I was.
It's not an action-packed movie, but
No.
I don't think it's boring, but I can't.
This
really
movie,
argue
let
that.
me tell you this: like, this movie has really good ratings, really good reviews. Like, people really like this movie, and
great.
maybe I overhyped it for myself because
Oh,
I was
really?
like,
Do you look at that shit before you watch the movie or after?
well, I pull it up on Apple TV. It says like 95% Rotten Tomatoes. So like,
that kind of sucks.
yeah. So I mean, no, I don't like seek it out beforehand, and I'm not like
I like just watching it cold and then looking into it.
But I saw
after.
that it was just like, and generally I've known that this movie has gotten like lots of awards, things
Yeah.
like that.
It does seem kind of like Oscar bait
Yeah,
like the whole vibe of it.
Did I
but
like the movie?
What exactly did you find boring? Like just all the dialogue, no action, or like the setting? Were you bored by like the setting?
No, I actually thought the setting was actually pretty cool.
Okay, cool. Because
Yeah.
I think it's like this movie does a real good job of like sticking true.
Some of the
to a lot of that
scenes,
stuff.
like the silhouette scenes, where like they're going through like the mountains, things like that, were like fantastic. It looked fantastic.
That is one of the best things
like
about
some,
westerns.
Some
are
of the scenes shot were just like, oh wow, this is really like good looking.
The landscapes
shot in Canada, I believe.
Yeah.
I looked that up after. So yeah, I mean, in some of the settings were like nothing extravagant. Like they obviously like
no, like it's not as far as like the cinematography and stuff. Nothing fancy. All just kind of utilitarian. There's really nothing fancy. It's all about just the story.
And maybe I am just I don't understand why this movie got so many accolades, because it didn't seem like that good of a movie to me.
Okay, so the main thing about this movie, all the old westerns, all the spaghetti westerns are all just like... So the main commentary for this movie is on like violence and stuff. So all the old westerns are just like killing people after people, so many people just dying, just like nothing happening, no big deal. Like death is a very matter-of-fact thing, like whatever, it doesn't matter. So this movie, and like the fact that it's directed and starring Clint Eastwood, it's kind of like... So he obviously he was in a bunch of those spaghetti westerns. We'll get to those eventually. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of a commentary on his old career as like a western star, and it's commenting on like the violence and stuff, because like the violence on this is very like pretty brutal. It doesn't like
it's very realistic.
Yeah. As far as like the gun battles go, that doesn't really show anything too much, but it's brutal. I think like the ending of this film is one of the meanest things ever. It's so good. But that's like the big thing about this. Is like the violence and like the commentary on not only general violence, but like violence in like the Western, and like commenting on Clint Eastwood's career. So that's kind of like the vibe that it's coming from.
Is this a movie that Clint Eastwood... I know this was like his like directorial like kind of... It wasn't a debut, right?
No,
He's done one before, movies before, but like this is the one where like he was most noted for as a director.
Probably this,
at
or
the
like
time?
at the time, yeah, or like $1 Million Babies, probably.
Okay, so
Or Flags of Father.
was this movie almost like Clint Eastwood's in it? It's obviously it's obviously going to win an award. You know what I mean?
No, it's not like obvious. I don't think, because like he's made some fucking stinkers. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I actually read some reviews after about the movie. It's funny to go back and read like the Siskel and Ebert reviews and things like that of the movie. And they didn't like it at first.
Yeah.
I think I forget which one. Oh God, I should have sourced that better. But ended up saying like, yeah, this is a good movie. Like you should watch it. But they actually criticized it for being too long, which I think it is.
It is too long,
and having characters in there that were meaningless, like the Richard Harris character, where it's just like, the English guy,
English Bob. He's not pointless at all.
Well, he never meets the protagonist.
Yeah.
Which they mentioned in that review. Which I'm like, yeah.
But he's crucial because little Bill is proving a point that they don't want assassins coming into the town. He's making an example out of him. So it's crucial.
But I guess like why...
And it sets up, because like if...
Why couldn't they just do it with kind of a nobody and get it over real quick?
They could have, but it wouldn't... It goes against the whole thing about the film, like making the violence brutal and real. Like it goes against... I don't agree with that. Like he is crucial.
Fine.
It goes long? Fuck yeah, it goes long.
Yeah.
But he's an important character.
The story was fine. The story was, nothing.
It's very simple, but that's like that's the Western thing.
Yeah.
It's a very simple story. They're usually very simple stories.
I think overall this movie's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, and
maybe you might
like the spaghetti westerns better.
Yeah, and
they're definitely a different feel.
I'm sure some people will say this movie is phenomenal, and it is the best Western ever made. I don't really know if that's true or not. But
no, I wouldn't say
because
that.
I haven't seen many. I haven't seen it many at all.
It's not
so.
the best. It's one of the best, I think.
Yeah.
But it is also like more of a modern one.
Right.
Like a lot of the best ones were made in 60s, 70s.
Did you find Clint Eastwood's character somewhat comical?
Yes, it's supposed to.
Okay.
I don't know if it's supposed to be, but
Because
I think
I
that's
definitely laughed at like some of the simplicity stuff that he would.
That's what I love about this.
Yeah.
Is like
I thought that was actually pretty good.
I love his character so much that he's like, they set him up as like this fucking bumbling pig farmer who's falling on his ass, and like, he's trying to be like a goody two shoes basically, and everybody's saying like, oh yeah, all this nasty shit you did, like bring up his past constantly. He's like, nah, I don't do that anymore, or like I don't remember that. Like they set it up like he's like such a schlub, and then at the end it gets so fucking mean. He just
turns into a badass
when he swigs that whiskey.
Yeah,
they're like, who killed Ned? And then she's telling him, and he just takes the whiskey from the kid. Oh, it's so fucking cold. I love it. I love the ending so much.
So
and then he goes in and just takes them all out.
So you're a big fan of this movie?
Oh yeah, I love it. The ending, like I love it. Yeah.
I'll see you in hell, William Money. Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a thumbs in the middle.
Yeah. I kind of figured you'd be
I'm sure
so-so
people.
on this one.
Maybe it just went over my head. Maybe I'm just like I'm not seeing the genius in this. But thinking back, it's a good movie. I liked the story. I thought it was good. But too many, and maybe this is more of a judgment on our society now, where we can't pay attention for more than 5 seconds in our lives, like myself, where it's just like, this is just too long. They should have cut some stuff out.
It's definitely long, but I don't know. I don't find it boring. Like I started at like midnight last night and I finished it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't knock you. I figured you wouldn't like it. I didn't think you'd be crazy about it, but I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say Trey's right. I probably should have picked a better Western to introduce you.
Trey, if you're listening.
Yep, soak it in.
Trey was right.
Soak it in. Won't happen again.
So this week's segment of Film School with Rich was brought to you by Caleb in the Deathwish store. Use the code Unforgiven at checkout and receive 10% off your next order. My thanks to Caleb,
no problem,
and the Deathwish store,
items.
Including pre-order. If
anything,
if you don't bundle, that's unforgivable.
You might get shot.
Yeah,
right in the neck.
See you in hell.
Did he shoot him in the neck?
In the fucking face.
Oh, did he shoot him in the face?
I'll see you in hell. And he goes, yeah. So cold. Love it.
My life. Very cool. So, you usually tell me a movie that I need to watch for next episode.
Yeah, usually, but you've gone soft on us. So
no.
Everybody, film school's no more. We're not doing it anymore.
No, we're not. We won't be doing it on the next episode because we will be doing a special on the Converge, Thousands of Miles Between Us Blu-ray. We're going to be talking a lot about that. So I want to keep it. Our podcast has been going long. We've been talking a lot lately, so we got to keep it down a little bit. So we're going to be talking a lot about that and what went into the making of it, and try to get some questions in there too. So speaking of questions, if you want, you can be a part of the show. Did you know that, Mark?
I did.
Oh yeah. You can use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter. You can email us deathtalk@deathwishinc.com or call us Death Talk. Call us Death Talk. Call the Death Talk hotline at 754-70-DTALK. That's 754-703-8255. Leave your first name, where you're from, and a brief message or question, and we'll play it on the show. And again, if you want to send in some questions about for Jake and the Converge Blu-ray, send them in, and we'll play them on the show.
Yep.
So if you have any questions about that, and we're going to be talking a lot about it, maybe we might actually answer some of those before, but Send them in if you want to be a part of the show. This week we have a couple tweets. Twitter.
Tweets.
This one's from Douglas Anderson. Douglas says...
Dougie Fresh.
That's not what they call him. 3 things. Cult leader. Loma Prieta. Incredible. Most... And he just said it's incredible. We agree. Most prized vinyl in your collection. Mark, you were telling me. I think I know this one.
Oh, really?
Well, you remember you were telling me about an expensive 7-inch that you bought once?
Oh, yeah. Well, that actually...
Is that your most prized? Is that your most prized?
That might have been my most prized.
What is it again?
I bought a the Sun Isn't Getting Any Brighter American Nightmare 7-inch from Youngblood at This Is Hardcore this year. That was the most expensive 7-inch I bought. It was only $40. I guess it's not that expensive, but it was cool. It was one of the first pressings of it. I have the year 1 double 7-inch, but I didn't have The Sun Isn't Getting Any Brighter. So that's cool. Also, I guess I'd say that I have a copy of Youth of Today, Break Down the Walls on Wishing Well before there was on Rev.
That's pretty cool.
I saw that in a used record store in Auburn, and I was with my girlfriend Sam, and it was up there. It was only $30. And I remember she was just making fun of me because I was shaking because I was that's what you dream of. Have I ever talked about this on the podcast before? I feel like I have.
We've talked about it, but not.
But you go into used record stores and you just look around and you're not expecting anything. But I wasn't expecting anything, and I was like, "Wait, what?" It was a great day. That was a good day. I had ice cream before that too. I remember the whole day. It was fucking great.
He remembers the day he got the Youth of Today LP.
The insert is missing, and she told me that she would find it one day, and I kept going back, and she said she never found it, but it's okay. That's my story.
That devalues the record, Mark.
It's also on black. It's not one of the red or blue ones. Not as expensive. People buy the red and blue ones for a lot of money, but still, it's cool.
Okay. Caleb, just keep in mind this is about an hour-long podcast, so you can't list every record that you own.
That's true. I wish I could, but I think you know.
I don't know this one. Is it a movie soundtrack related?
No, dude, it's that Extra Fall Test Press.
Oh yeah,
Merry Christmas.
the one where Trey forgot to buy you something for the Secret Santa.
He felt bad, so he gave me something real good.
So we had to give you an Axtafal test press.
How thoughtful.
Yeah, it's all right. Hey,
it's better than if you thought about it.
Yeah, you probably would have got a pair of socks or something.
Yeah. I'm not complaining.
What about your most prized movie soundtrack?
Okay, that's what I was thinking of, and it's hard to pick. Just
let me ask you too before you go. How do you categorize your vinyl? Do you separate the movie soundtracks from the music?
My general records are all alphabetized. Mm-hmm. My Mondo collection is in catalog order.
Oh, yeah, that's separated.
That's separated. That's in catalog order.
What's the catalog up to now?
60 something, I think.
And you own every
around there.
You own every?
No, not every single one, but a good amount. I can't afford every single one. I can't afford the ones I have, honestly. But yeah, it's in 67-ish. But they also probably have stuff planned way in advance, and they're probably way up to 80. Who knows? But or I could be completely wrong, and but it's hard to pick just one. I really love that 2001 The Lost Score. I remember I brought that in and showed everyone because the packaging is so fucking cool.
What about your Jurassic Park one?
Oh, the one that somebody spilled beer all over?
Oh, yeah. What's the one that you were really crazy about?
The Army of Darkness one that just happened.
Yeah, that I missed the rare for.
The one with the letters. It's die cut.
Oh, the die. Yes, a girl walks home alone at night.
Yeah.
Die cut. You brought that one in. You were like, guys.
That's so.
Caleb brings his records in for show and tell.
Yeah, and nobody cares, but I love them. So
I think we care.
They did that for Mad Max Fury Road too. So it's a die cut cover.
Die cut.
And then there's two. It's they're usually double LPs. So double sided Euro sleeves. So there's 4 covers essentially. Coolest shit ever. I love it.
Also, sorry, last one. What was the other one? It's the claymation movie about the kid.
Paranorman?
Paranorman.
Yeah.
You like that one too.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I
Okay,
love
cool.
I love that
All
story.
right, yeah, we don't have much time
yeah,
left, Caleb.
all
You
right,
can't
Chris,
list every
what's up with
record. Yeah, Chris.
Probably. So before working here, I like bought records, but I didn't care about like rare copies and stuff. So I'd probably say like All We Love, Clear. That was like the first record I actually got from here, like when I started here. So
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool. That was the Friends and Family.
yeah.
Version of that record.
Rich, what's your most prized record?
I'm like Chris, where I don't necessarily collect. I don't really care to collect. I don't really care to collect multiple versions or like rare copies of vinyl.
Yeah, I never cared about that before working here either.
I did.
Yeah.
No, I cared about getting the record.
Yeah.
But like if I didn't get the rare, I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
Like, I
I'm
didn't go out of my
bummed
way.
if I miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Now
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I was
but-
refreshing web pages at midnight, and
Yeah.
sometimes I wouldn't get it.
You were doing what at midnight?
I'm refreshing.
I'm trying to think of like some like really cool records that I have that that would like be a prized possession. I don't know.
You don't have the Ocarina of Time quadruple LP?
I wish. I got to get some more video game soundtracks. Those are really cool.
Now I know what to get you for Secret Santa.
Yeah. Hook me up.
If I get you.
Hook me
No,
up.
You'd be
I'm
so
getting rich again. It was really easy.
Yeah, you just get
It was
me
great.
a 12 pack and I'm good. I'm going to say, man, this is tough. I don't really know.
I bet you have a cool American Nightmare record. They're like one of your favorite bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some.
Plus, Rich, this is an hour-long podcast.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, some of the cooler records, like the Touche Deluxe books are really cool. I love having like those. Always stick out when I'm looking at the shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those are like, oh yeah, those records.
Those are cool.
I don't. The Deaf Heaven, like clear with multiple
With,
splatter.
splatter.
That's
cool,
really
yeah.
cool to
Pink
have.
splatter, yeah.
The coveted.
Coveted, yeah, that's really cool to have.
Any Vinyl Collective listeners?
I'm going to be excited to add that Converge box set to my collection.
Wait, I thought we already went over this. You're getting one?
Yeah, I'm getting one. Yeah.
Did you pre-order it?
Yeah.
Did you bundle it with anything?
No.
You can get a bundle?
No, yeah.
Oh,
There's
jeez.
no bundles left. No. I guess I'm more connected to like the actual records, like the music on them. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate obviously the actual, like it's cool to have like all the Saves the Day records. You know what I mean? Like things like that. So I don't know.
I feel you.
There's a Glassjaw 7-inch.
You have all the Saves the Day records?
I think so. Yeah.
You have Cancel Down?
I don't think I have that one. Actually,
I was going to
You're
say,
right.
because I will buy it. off of you.
I don't think I have Cancel
Do you have
Down.
the 7 inches?
Sometimes I forget. I got to like catalog these or something. I got to make like a
How are
spreadsheet.
yours ordered?
Sorry.
How are you?
By band name.
So alphabetical.
Yeah.
I'm a straight up caveman and moved in April and still haven't alphabetized
He was
my records.
trying to show me that Youth of Today record. He
It took
couldn't
me
find
about
it.
40 minutes to find it. I thought it was
He
gone.
didn't find it.
There's a I was just about to. You guys were just talking.
Oh, you do that to us all the
Yeah,
time.
that's right. There's a Glassjaw 7-inch that I have. That's instead of like the hole, it's like you have to use a Glassjaw adapter that fits in. Like the
That's kinda
logo,
cool.
it's cool. Yeah. I think that was really cool. They do some cool looking.
So it's
records.
got it's like the 45 with the big hole, and then they made like a.
It's not a hole. It's the G, the Glassjaw GJ
Jay.
that you have to put into
Wow.
it so it plays.
That's cool.
So it's funny. I have the 7-inch, but I have no idea where the adapter is. I thought I had it. I don't,
That's like, oh my god,
that
Rich.
yeah, it has. I don't know what. Maybe it fell out. I know I had it, and I just.
Yo,
but I
just
can't-
3D print one.
very cool, Mark. That was a good question.
Very cool, Mark.
That was
Uh,
like
we
that
have
one.
another one. This is fresh off of Twitter.
fresh. It's still hot.
This is at Space Ruben. We've heard from him before.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Rube?
What music do you listen to when you are sad? And how many Apple TVs will Rich buy on Black Friday?
Depends on how many times he can place his thumb on his phone.
How many TVs do I have in my house?
You're up to like 3 now, right?
I bought two and returned one so far.
Hey, do you think there will be deal on Black Friday for the Apple TV?
I don't know, Mark.
If there is,
You got that new credit card with that increased limit.
count me in. Count me in. Woo!
So what do you listen to when you're sad? Mark typically listens to Madonna.
When I'm psyched.
No, I'm gonna do this for Mark. He listens to The National.
Oh yeah, that's
But-
actually perfect. Yeah, he does.
I listen to the National when I'm sad. I also listen to the National just whenever. I was listening to the National earlier today.
You only listen to sad boy music.
Okay.
Caleb, I'm gonna.
It's rainy. It's a good rainy
Caleb, I'm
day.
gonna guess it's True Widow.
No, not when I'm sad. Well, I don't know. Actually, when I'm like legitimately sad and like need to like get that shit together, I listen to Talking Heads 77.
Also the Avett Brothers. I listen to the Avett Brothers a lot when I'm sad.
I
But
listen.
if we're talking like sad, like kind of a sad vibe music, yeah, True Widow, sure.
Yeah, Envy's my go-to for that.
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes you
And
feel,
you know what?
right?
Like in general, like some sort of like black metal is usually like
Yeah.
my
Yeah?
go-to. Some
Wait, are we talking about like wallowing in your sadness or trying to get yourself
Yeah, there's,
out
like-
of the sadness?
yeah.
I don't know.
Because if I'm going to
yeah.
wallow, I'm going to listen to the National or Avett Brothers. But if I'll listen to any Saves the Day record, it'll get me in a good mood.
Yeah. If I'm gonna wallow, like Sharon Van Etten, I like that. True Widow's good.
What about you?
I don't know. I'll just walk into Mark's
Chris
office.
doesn't get sad; he's just miserable.
Yeah, I'm just this is
He doesn't
a
get sad, he gets
constant
even.
state of sadness. No, I mean,
Oh, The Cure. I forgot to mention The Cure.
You don't listen to that when you're sad, though.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah,
First of all, you get sad? What?
of course I do. Everyone gets sad, Caleb.
No, you don't. You're a robot.
I have to.
Robo Rossi. He does not.
Robo Rossi.
Also, Leon Bridges gets me out of a funk, too.
Oh.
That record makes you feel good.
And how many Apple TVs will I buy on Black Friday? I don't know. I actually do want to get one more Apple TV.
Are you
So
kidding?
what is that? 3 now?
Well, I've returned one. I only have
Oh,
one right now.
okay.
I still haven't done my Apple TV review on the podcast.
So you have
Did you
one
do
in
your unboxing yet?
I filmed it. I haven't edited it yet.
So how long has it taken you to do that?
I got to do it.
Hours, so
I'm too busy
far?
watching Apple TV. I can't even. No, this one was
you
quick.
want one for your bedroom, right?
No, I don't really care to have one for my bedroom.
Where else are you going to put it?
My kitchen.
Oh.
Don't you use an iPad?
I have an iPad
your
in there right
kitchen.
now, but Mark, can you let me finish? Go
Go ahead. Sure.
To be able, like, I spend a lot of time in there, so like cooking and things like that. I cook. So it would be nice. My iPad's fine; it works fine, but like the controller is just like really nice. You can like do voice search and shit. It's like good. It looks nice too. I don't know. So how many? I might buy an additional one. Who knows?
Count me down for one if it's discounted at all.
If
Even
you
if
just
it's
want
not-
to buy me one, that's cool too.
I'm not saying I will, but I that would be nice to have one. That's like a dream, not like a dream, but like it's a dream to have an Apple. No, Apple TV in the kitchen. It's a realistic dream that could happen, but I probably not.
Gotcha.
But it would be nice to have one in there. But if I find a good deal on that, you never know. You might find me at 2 a.m. outside the mall parking lot.
Yo, I suck at finding deals. If you find one, can you like text me about it?
I'm wicked good at deals.
Yeah, you are
Richesdeals.com.
Yeah, I've got another good sad boy band. Mother, without the vowels, so MTHR. Check, that's a good one.
Very good one. All right. Well, thanks for all the questions and feedback there. Again, you can participate with the show and ask a question. Give us some feedback. Use the hashtag AskDeathTalk on Twitter. Email us deathtalk@deathwishinc.com or call Death Talk hotline. That's 754-70-DTALK. Mark likes when I do that. I always look at Mark when I do that part.
I missed it. I was yawning.
What we're into, guys. What we're into.
All right, I got a good one. I'm just going to go... I'm going to let you finish, but I'm just going to go. So the Halloween party, obviously, but also after that I went to the Coolidge Corner horror movie all-night marathon.
Oh, yeah. You were telling
That's
us
what
about
I'm
this.
into. So Trick or Treat, Halloween 1, 2, Pumpkinhead, The Hitcher, The Changeling, Night of the Demons. Great. Had a great time. Got home at 2 p.m. the next day. Fell asleep at my kitchen table. Didn't realize I fell asleep. Woke up at 7:30 in a panic. Didn't know where I was.
Wait, you were up all night until like 2?
So yeah, after the Deathwish Halloween party, I went to the Coolidge Corner Marathon. It was like doors at 11. They had a band playing for an hour.
Like 11 at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it got over at 11, like 20-ish a.m. the next day, and then we went and got breakfast. So I got home at 2 p.m. Then I had to drive home. It was 2 p.m. when I got home. Got some groceries, played drums, and then, like I said, I fell asleep at my kitchen table unknowingly and woke up scared out of my mind.
That's odd.
Yeah, it was fun. Really good. That's what I'm into.
Mark?
It's a classic Caleb story.
Yeah.
How? So?
I don't know. You just
Classic Caleb.
being like unwound and like it's all because of like your own decisions about watching horror movies all night.
Okay, yeah, that's classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Can I go next?
I'm still on the fence.
Rich,
Oh,
what are you
God.
into?
I'm gonna say that I don't know when the last time you guys listened to the Beatles, but I just started listening to the Beatles a lot more.
Oh,
I
never
used to
heard them.
listen
Tell me more.
Okay, but
What's that?
people take breaks because it's just the most well-known band ever. But I used to listen to them forever when I was a kid, all through high school and stuff, and I just didn't for a long time. It's so good, like it's insane. But that's it. So if you haven't listened to the Beatles in a bit, you should.
I'm into obviously Apple TV right now. So much Apple TV. I'm actually rewatching Game of Thrones.
Hell yeah. Mark hasn't even watched it.
Yeah, I'm watching it for a second
At
time.
this, I'm just gonna hold back and never watch it at this point.
Because Meg never seen it, so we're going through it all again.
Cool. She's digging it?
Yeah, wicked into it.
Hell yeah.
Wicked into it. So I'm into that. I've been playing this game called The Room. It's on iOS.
Is it like a horror game? What is that? Or is it like
It's not too difficult to describe, but
It's
basically
on your phone.
yeah, it's a puzzle game, and you're basically
You have to get out of the
I'm only
room.
in I'm very early. I think I'm in the second stage right now, but it's really good. Yeah, you're in a room, and you just kind of have to figure out what's going on. So
I played a game like this when I was a kid on a computer. It was on some website. You have to find different. It might be different, but it was
probably
similar idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be. I'm only in the first one, but a new one just came out, so I was like, oh, I should try the first one because you can start it for free, and then if you want to buy it, you can buy it. But yeah, you're just in a room, and you kind of have to use the clues to figure your way through this. In the first level is just this giant safe, and there's nothing on it. There's nothing that says here you have to do. You basically there's a note on top of it and a couple things on top, and you have to kind of use that to get the safe open. Yeah, really good. It's free to download, and I'll put a link in the show notes. But it's free to download, but it's 99 cents for the first game. So I'm into that lately.
I wanted to bring this up to you a while ago, and I just remember right now because I have very little experience with video games or any games at all. But I used to play this game in the 90s when I was a kid. Called Myst. Did you ever play that game?
Yep.
I never played that one. No.
MYST.
It's what you just described, except
one of the coolest things ever. I was not smart enough to finish it because I was it was a computer game that we had at school. I remember that shit being so fucking cool.
The computer
Remember that
games.
shit?
Yeah, Myst was
Oh
sick.
my god!
The computer games
so
at school,
cool.
It
well,
was
I know
the best thing ever because you're
I know.
I'm at school
Well,
and I get to play a game.
Mark probably went to a fancy he plays playing Myst.
He went to
I'm playing type as fast as you can or do math problem games.
Even those I was happy with at school.
Mark's playing full-fledged 3D. He's in a VR system at school because that's
Dude,
what they have.
How did you
Also, you went to elementary school 10 years before me.
Whoa.
Right?
Rich, how much did you love the the tech class where it's introduction to typing?
Oh, I love
Where
typing.
you play the games and you're like, this isn't my first rodeo.
Yep.
And everybody's like, well, look at little Ricardo over there.
I was
Little Ricardo.
And then your teacher's like, oh, your technique's all off. Your fingers aren't on JK.
I was in the computer club. I killed it at typing.
Hell yeah.
I was awesome.
The only club I was in at school was French club because my parents were like, you got to join a club. So I was like, all right, French club. And it was all girls, and then me wearing a corn shirt in the back.
With braided long hair.
No, just like a mop on my head, essentially.
You didn't look like Fieldy.
No. And the
Oh my god.
and I was real bad at French. I didn't know, I could get by. I could order
Galette, you'd be
yeah, it's French Canadian.
Yeah.
I could order a café. Un café, s'il vous plaît. There you go.
You must have been a stud in high school.
Oh yeah. big
They're just like, who left this wet mop in the middle of the
wet.
Well, you run hot.
I do run hot.
You're always sweating with
That's
that.
all right.
with
Ladies like that. It's a big hit with the ladies in elementary school, middle school.
You had the big head too, so
Yeah, a lot of brains up in there.
so they must
Not
have
just
said,
brawn.
Well, this is a relatively large mop that's hanging out in the middle of our high school.
Look like Cousin It.
Cool. Anyone else? Chris?
I figured out what I'm into.
This is gonna be a Netflix show. Here we go.
Master of None.
It actually is.
Yeah, here we go.
So it's
Dude, Netflix is running constantly at Chris's house. Chris is just like
absolutely.
Chris is just like a human fucking sad face emoji, just watching Netflix all day.
Yep, that's what I do.
If he's lucky, the sad face turns to neutral face with just the flat line mouth.
Please,
it'll do.
Please, someone go on Chris's Instagram and replace his face with the sad face emoji.
Oh
all
god,
the pictures.
plenty of stalkers now. People are gonna stalk me on social media. But yeah, I'm into Star Wars Clone Wars.
Oh, that cartoon?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I've never seen it.
I heard it was good.
Yeah,
Never watched it.
Honestly, like the first 2 seasons are kind of shitty, but it definitely gets
That's
better.
a commitment right there. 2 seasons to go. That's like Buffy times a season. First season of Buffy's rough, and then everything is magical.
I've never seen Buffy.
We should watch it. It's really good. It's one of my favorites.
Maybe.
Master of None on Netflix is good. I like it.
Dude, Netflix your life away.
Yeah. Oh, also, so we were streaming Goosebumps at the Halloween party on Netflix, and we left the Chromebook running, and it's been streaming Netflix since the party 2 weeks ago.
I got the Chromebook today for Maddie to use, and it was playing. What was the movie I said?
Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby, and it was just like Netflix just kept playing.
That's
Which is
weird that
because
it just kept
my fucking
playing.
Netflix asks me if I'm watching every 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Do
it's
it
like,
on your
yeah,
computer?
of course I'm watching.
On your computer?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. I don't know. It just kept fucking playing.
It'll play
Maybe
an
because it's a
episode, be like,
Chromebook? I don't know.
you there? I'm like, yeah, I got nothing else to do, Netflix. Don't remind me.
What are you doing?
Wait, I was gonna say it just kept playing, doesn't it? Usually,
Yeah.
I don't know. I opened it up today, and Rosemary's Baby was playing.
Dude, even at the party, it would pause and be like, are you still there? Because I had to do that twice. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
I couldn't find the Chromebook. It was still in Trey's office, sitting where it was when it was Chromecasting during the party, and I opened it up, and Rosemary's Baby was playing. Maybe it might have been possible when I woke it up. It pressed
Started
play,
playing
but
again,
It looked like it was still
that would
playing.
make
I
that
don't
would
know.
make sense.
well, dude, everyone loves Netflix.
Well, it's funnier that that it was streaming for 2 weeks. So
it's like Chris. Chris hasn't stopped streaming.
I'm always streaming.
Yeah.
Streaming right now.
Streaming in dog years.
We should stream the podcast live.
Oh shit.
I don't think
We get
should.
in trouble, I think.
Yeah, and then Mark always fucking hitting on me.
That is true. Your French makes me feel things.
Est-ce que je peux aller à la toilette?
Oh God! Giggity.
Come here, I am Le Jonathan Davis.
I am lit tired. For lunch, we have something light like a cigarette.
All right, this podcast is going off a cliff right now. So,
Death talk. Ow.
we didn't even talk to Husky Leon at all today. He
Probably for the best.
Trey doesn't like Husky Leon.
Trey doesn't like Husky.
Most
Did
things.
you hear that? Trey doesn't like
Just
you. Feelings mutual.
Oh God!
Well, that's it. That's Death Talk episode 30. If you've listened to the end of this podcast, I cannot believe you actually sat through this whole thing.
This was
you're a better person than we are.
This was a rough one. Sorry.
Stop doubting.
So yeah, make sure that you tell all your friends that we're gonna have a special episode next week.
Very special.
We're gonna talk about the Converge Thousands of Miles Between Us Blu-ray project with Jake And
Make sure you get tickets for the screening this Saturday.
Yep, go get tickets for the screening. Come hang out with us. You get to see it. You get to see it before anyone else does. Caleb hasn't even seen it yet. We haven't let him.
Dude, why can't I watch
We're not letting you. Can't see it.
Even I've seen it.
yeah, Husky Leon has seen it before Caleb. That's it. So yeah, thanks for listening, and goodbye.
You gonna finish that, Mom?
No, lunch tomorrow.